Hey, Justin, this is Adam with Post 90. Last year after the playoff loss, you spoke with the media and said you were looking to be a starter, whether that was here or somewhere else. And we're now 3 games through the 2025 season, and you've played every available minute as a starter and have objectively looked pretty good throughout. Just wondering what your thoughts are on this early season and if you feel vindicated that things are panning out the way that you knew they could.
Yeah, with how the year started, I've been very happy. I think Pascal coming in, he's brought a different intensity to the team, and I've been very happy to be a part of it the first 3 games and just looking to keep on growing and building on it.
Alex?
Hi, Justin. This is Alex Wilney from AM Newark. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. As a homegrown player, you've been with NYCFC for a while now. How do you feel your role within the team has evolved, both on and off the field? Thank you.
I would say the biggest change probably has been I've been used in a few different positions, which is not something I did in my youth career. So just growing into that role has been something that's changed a little bit for me. And in terms of off the field, maybe becoming a bit more of a leader. You know, I've been one of the guys that's been here for a little bit longer time, and we have a lot of young guys here. So just trying to be a little bit more of a leader off the field.
Chris?
Hey, Justin. Chris came from the outfield. I actually wanted to expand on that. You know, you started as a homegrown young kid, and now we have Jonny Shore, 17 years old, getting some major minutes the last several games. How has it been kind of working with him as he comes into this moment where he's that young age that you were when you first started? Thanks.
No, it's been really exciting to see him get these chances and take them so well. You know, I always felt that he trained really well with us, and he's a kid also. You know, he went through a little bit of adversity last year because he wouldn't always be with the first team, but he always remains humble and kept working hard, and now he has these chances. So to work with him and see him growing in the way he is really exciting, and I think we're just going to see a lot more of that from him.
Michael?
Hey, Justin, it's Mike Tanner from Blue City Radio. Thanks for the time. You've been asked to start in 2 different positions, both difficult positions. How mentally do you prepare thinking about making sure that you're at the top of your game, even though you were asked to do different roles?
I mean, it's pretty easy. Like, no matter what role they need me for the game, I always kind of try to prepare the same way, and that's just to be the best version of myself. You know, the 2 positions they're a little bit different, but there's a lot of similarities between the 2, and I think that's why it's a little bit easier for me to just focus on doing what I do well in my game and bringing that to the team.
Andrew?
Hi, Justin. Andrew Lee with Hudson River Blue. You started at center back against Orlando. The team has had some injuries and absences along the defensive line. Do you think that the performance against Orlando and now facing New England, with Thiago being able to start and you playing at center back, do you think that will continue? And do you think that's sort of helped maybe steady things defensively, just knowing that you had some guys kind of in and out of the lineup?
I definitely. First, I'm not sure if it's going to continue or not, or how the lineup's going to even look this weekend. You know, because we have a lot of guys. You know, Burke was just sick last week, which meant I had to go into the back line. But I'm not sure how it will look this weekend. And then, in terms of, I would say like me and Thiago developed a good relationship last year, leading into the playoffs where we had a few good performances. So I always feel comfortable playing with him or whoever else in the back line.
Christian?
Hi, Justin. It was 10 years ago this weekend that NYCFC had their first home game, also against New England. I'm just curious, first off, what memories you have maybe of that weekend, where you might have been, if you can remember?
I wasn't at the game. I think we might have had an away game with the academy for that first home game, because I don't remember I definitely wasn't at the game.
If I can ask another one, then obviously, like I said, 10 years, you now stand in the team, you've made that journey. What does it mean to you to be able to reflect on the 10 years and see where you've come and where you've ended up?
Yeah, if I just look back, so I think around that time, you know, I was with the under 14 team, and just to see, you know, I've been through a lot at this club with other guys that have been around me for a long time, and to now be in a good role with the first team, it feels really special for me, and I'm looking to keep going and building on it.
If I can add another two more in here, so I've got a few on the list. I guess if you could go back and give that U14 player a bit of a message as to what's about to unfold for his career, what do you think you'd tell him?
I would say I would just tell him to keep working hard and always to keep believing in yourself, because there'll be times where it doesn't go exactly how you planned it, but at the end of the day, there's always like God's timing and God's plan that He'll open and close the right doors for you, and if you just keep believing in yourself and working hard, everything will work out.
And lastly from me, New England have had a bit of a tricky start to the season, but they have Carlos Hill, they have a lot of talented players. How important is it to enter this game with the right mentality and maybe not take the situation lightly?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's only 3 games into the season, and they've played some good teams early on, so it's not fair at all to say it's going to be an easy game, because it definitely won't. There's almost never an easy game in MLS, and we're approaching it like any other game, and we're going to be ready for the game.